Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner, with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community, is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
Pasha Otemenka.
You can't hear him.
Minim data meant to dear. For some reason, meant to dear.
Because at first we used to hear when he said Eunice is coming out. The speakers are working, so it's from free. Can you ask me?
Okay, Mami Chia ye for name confirm amusha ewo Rainbow Radio. So I believe someone in Facebook, net, YouTube, I'm sure say and confirm so I join ewo hon so yedan yamias to say wama ye and there yen sakama ye name mo ebedi ejumedi and then there a yemen kwa and me wo aha my colleague and so our trainee solicitor what your firm BWF Solicitors and so ever ha in saying yemen kwa my colleague and so into member I introduce no ho obeka ni din ene how longer only yen aye juma for.
Hello everyone, my name is Annie Akofiosoa, as lawyer Eunice said. I am a trainee solicitor and I started working with the BWF Solicitors in July 2022.
It's no I can idea of podcast and senya more kai of course your programs no yeah they be na catchy but of course you won't call for almost young and up and coming almost so able to me actually in brand new saying yes yeah in brand new and see saying we the kind akano your topic and the efa in crofwa yen can say ebia omo partner bi na omo partner omo ayakayaka de and because of inyama cost nenti omo hwe senya omo betumi enya crime from courts no and I say yen kind of injunction from the courts to be able to stop standing panel from molesting them and I say from harassing them and I say from physically abusing them. And this is something that goes on. And in Gofo and Shada in Nim say there is something that can be done in regards to such things. And then you be church mu kakra ama etie for na umwehu kwan a be paso senya betumi enya court not to be able to go forward in terms of these sort of harassments. Of course, say you can say when it's molestation, and I say what is a sort of harassment, and I say sanipa no dena or de ye wo krampona wo ka say enye. It is to do with obia, for instance, yen can say courts no actually mu ewo yen brand mu into wo your Family Law Act na of 1996 under section 42 no say obi oye sa nimpa no ayaka de no, which is molestation no no say ebia or your associated person, it's associated person betumi aye wo partner, wo ex-partner, wo kunu, wo yere, wo ba, wo nua, wo mame, wo papa. Sankrofo we ni na associated persons. Into sa nipa we say omo de application ekoma court for no eka say sa nipa we me ayakayaka de into me per se moma some sort of order and as an injunction to me I stop it sa nimpa no from doing so on and so forth there and there sa court no so ebe share there wo de beba usually say o de sa inyama ekoma court na omo hwem ye na ansa na omo ama ehon order say ni say na sa nimpa we to me enye nti sa na ye behwemu ende. Dr. Ren, sorry, me nti won kakra eminim de nti a half na mete. Aha.
Very good, very good. Lawyer, na me busa say ene ye fa sa question yi be busa say nipa ben ne betimi apply to the family court for a non-molestation order.
Nti say ya medical aka no obi biara bia ne family member nti betumi aye ne kunu ne yere ne ba ne mama ne papa ne nua. It can even be a girlfriend and I say a boyfriend and I say wo ex-partner nipa na ebia wouldn't say sisi amonti biom and I say wo ex-spouse. Inti
the enti amibusa sa se mo say eba molestation ya na manfo dodo na dwene ye omo say eye man kwan na molesti wo mo e mema ne bi nzo mo so fa pa odi say oye be ma na wuti a bo mo dia ne tie ne ye e kwan a be fa so a obetimi apply to the family court. Say ebia say bi o say the lawyer kei o partner bi molesti wa unso bomodin akonya wo ho enya honhom sa ebetia nse wewu adadem
yeah inse enye mba no kwana echo through sanyema no because as we all know the same thing applies to men as well. Inse ebetumi aye ne yere ne ex partner ebetumi krampo aye ne bapeni ebetumi aye ne mami anasa ne papa. Inse it is centered around anybody at all yen can say nipa na or molested no associated person. It could be a male or a female, and if sa nipa no is under the age of 16, they need the court to grant them permission to make that order as well. It can be anybody who is being molested, which includes threatening behavior, harassment. And so it's not just the physical harassment. So obi kasa show they don't care who you are.
Verbal abuse.
Yeah. And see ebia ojina wo do nenim na o kikem o yeyaw all kind akayaka de achrew. All of that is also harassment as well. Inti enono sano, you are saying to the court, say this is what you are applying to the court for in terms of the molestation. Sa nipa way de ya wonti. Omo hwe na omo take a step no to give an injunction to stop sa nipa no from continuing with that behavior.
Na je se mitie wo ye dia. Me fa ne se obi ne ex obi oni ne partner o magai.
Yeah.
Now the partner ne ba no ba be o show up any antisocial behavior on the premises
Yes.
And the partner betimi apply to the court without the notice of the ex partner. Can it happen?
Yes, that can also take place. Inti let's say nimpa na ebia owo fie no ono aka say nimpa we or your ex partner de bia oba o se obehwe nkola no o de nkola no so ba obeyi ya mesa wodo nenim obo me do nim krampo be bum 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 obia te se obo me do nim sometimes krampo nkola ne nyama no ato atwene on fam bem krampo na waka che nkola ne so ombra inside nyama o ye no mentia se
antisocial behavior.
Yes. Inti sa nyama we and I'm a person court no ehu but when person court no ebe mame ama sa nipa we ehu se meje order no inti me person meje order no ye wo legal term a ye friend ex party inti it means say you are taking this application to the court without the notice of respondents and answer without the notice of sa ex partner no so that as soon as the court grants that order no na what they are serving no say court no ama order we say untumi emba ha untumi yese usually if it is done with notice it means say omoma hearing na it means the ex partner will also have to attend the hearing but usually when it is done without the notice of the other party and answer the ex partner na then it means say court no ever so ashredia wa catch within your statement of case any evidence now wa provided no and then they will go ahead to give an order without the other party knowing instead so mama order na one ma ex partner no ehu and usually you have to serve them physically into either say obema wo lawyers are serving omo and answer process service and answer anybody who is not yourself to be able to go and serve that order on or ex partner no. Yeah.
Not just allow me tell you idea, then just say molestation, you know, and yeah only about sexual abuse in Kwan.
Debbie. It includes all aspects of any risk of harm to Sanim panel. So whether it is verbal harassment, physical harassment, any form of violence towards Sanim panel, whether it's physical or verbal, it includes all of that. Molestation is a broad term in regards to Mbrano. It doesn't just include a sexual harassment, and I say it doesn't just include physical abuse. It includes all other aspects in terms of whether it is verbal and I say emotional to that person. Anything that will cause that person to be distressed and also harassment.
Now, at the pan will be better to me. Obi betimi ejina so ana obi behia say obetimi a make application for non-molestation order.
Until sorry. It's obi yes that application we are usually so to me enya form no. Until my colleague at the end will also explain more about it. It's a moving form FLR 401 now. It is a non-molestation application form. Now, a non-stano, wait to me, actual, akoma court and says, may I say, my partners, though, and as ex-partner, no, it's a nipa way. My address, I'm not saying address, and I said, na yetibum, na ebia, yetibum as cohabitees, in see, but na yetibum keke. you explain in detail the NCA person court no emasa order no. Is it because from time to time ABR for the past 6 months oba ufia oba kike oba yeyao ABR messages crampon or the sender no is so threatening. Inyama or the year no now I explain it in form no so. But then you also have to write a statement of case and say, and no will tell the court a background and also the main reasons the NCA will be court no for that order. So we were evidence I would become one evidence nibe to me I nyama to say text messages out. Unya every no ho ebe to me I nyama to say emails. Ebe to me crampo I police reports because ABI why bibi da and wafre police amanada into way to me at the police reports no so aka ho it can be witnesses ABI and yonkwa and wotifie ho into obi so ehu inyema ode ye into person with the statements from so those witnesses no so ebeka wo statement of case no ho any form of evidence are over odrin say betumi aboa in terms of a case no na would they account form no ho and then will statement of case na wa file with the court into no sa no court no hwemu a omo hwe say sa nimpa we ampa say or ye at risk of significant harm ana ye jide say nimpa we eda so e wona brabo mu a obetumi aye ne bibia ebia sa nimpa we wan hwe crampo na it can lead to something more should I say long term than just the short term. Until the court will look at that risk of harm to Sanim Pano in terms of Nyama or the Aba and I say Nyama Watro to show that Sanim Pawe is not somebody who they would like to continue to relate to in the court Emma sa injunction and I say Omo Emma Nasa order senya on to me and yes I had any bill. And as you said, it can be either male or female. It's a obanso yakayaka dia. There is always that should I say objective role of the courts. Amasa injunction and I says order no in regards to nimpana or molested no.
Lawyer, how long a year it will take the court order to last? But obi ask any message ediaba via a year WhatsApp. I say, Doc, ask lawyer Eunice for me. I don't have document. I have a son with a British citizen. I have asked my child's dad to assist me so that I can also have my stay in this country through the parenting route and a route. The father has agreed. He always molests me, wants to force me to do things that I don't want to do. How do I go about it? I'm afraid if I go to court, maybe they will say I don't have documentation. They will send me back to Ghana. Can I go to court with this situation?
Okay. Into only
yes,
yes. And so in this situation, no, I had to say, or papa no, and person obey in krata ama akolano, saying over to me, ejina akolano, so aje on also ne dear. In cases like this, say, Oka say, wuna wosha akolano, but opesa oche court no say, akolano so a Britisher. And apart from the passport, because usually, no, Bimidrin say passports, no, and say akolana a British. Apart from the passport, by law, under the British Nationality Act, no, say a parent of a child, na yawon wahano, say or you're British and also you're settled at the time na you wa akolana and the akolano a British. It is not necessarily the fact that Sa Akolano has the passport. It is the fact that Sa Akolano, ne papa na ne mame, a British and son a year wono, and no enema Akolano a British. Into Bibisano, you don't necessarily need to go to the courts to get an order that what was our parental responsibility for Akolano because one casa washa Akolane did that. Akolane any papa no ho. Into you just need to show say na Akolane papa or ye British and say na or settled status ansa na wo akola no.
Mr. Another question so Abba your WhatsApp no so I say good morning Dr. Ren and lawyer Eunice. Please, what should be the content of a letter from employer to bring your wife from Ghana? Thanks.
It's a letter, not dear. It is a wash in random because you want to be able to show, say, you have met all of the requirements. Say, oh, throw letter, you are not just explaining the fact that you are in a relationship with standing panel. You should be able to look at the fact, say, standing panel was a relationship, no. You have met all the requirements for relationship under Appendix FM. You have met the requirements in regards to the financial requirements. And see, you are showing, say, your earnings is over 18,600, and I say it is 18,600 at least, which is your gross income. And then you are also telling them, say, it is suitable for wo ene wo yere na oba. And then you have to also be able to show, say, wo yere na oba no, wa yes English language test, and also what degree degree no mo da koma actis for no a confirm say a degree a mo chere bo brofo so ejide say it meets the required framework level na hwehwe. So in regards to meeting the requirements, no, now we're stating in now I will cover letter send you almost so able to me who say okay, nipa will say meet requirements. Yen share the documents na yen share say over to me actually and say meet requirements no so ana.
Yo lawyer, we the my main counsel to say ugusu awutie a Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM your DAB plus so yene a BWF Solicitors for an education komo lawyer Eunice ewa say a ni din komo efa a molestation eho nti we the modern national so my memma yenu mo hwe Facebook BWF Solicitors for nyina akwaba ade mo akwaba Sandra Denise Nana Rob ana yenu ba Rita Nagala ana Frank yema mu nyina mo akwaba yebekọ na yahwe how longer sir court order no ebe last na yebekọ ho no obi nso de aba WhatsApp no ene de WhatsApp no ana amanfo chocho pa ye telephone line nso open enti betumi afre na wobusa wo question wo mu say di enkomofa molestation ho enso nim say eba BWF Solicitors dia ne family law ho nsem immigration law ho nsem o ma beni wo mu pa enti betumi de wo question aba ama lawyers mienu ya ene ye no mo hwehwe nkomo yi wo matumi eyi wo nsem ne nyina no ama telephone numbers ne 0208 133 4646 and I say 0208 133 1134 WhatsApp no so 077 71950 lawyer ebe yi wo nsem enyina no ama lawyer we dey obi say oye bema one oba ono British citizen ewoye womo edi womo krata ekotum satam no moti fefefe ekoye se home office for the krata ne man no ba no start say woni ne nya manso ema wo keke ne frifie eno nti ne krata no ne nsa anka na wo de call tribunal no na wo mu di nsem no tribunal no man 1 year se wo momode an wonya adwuma na wontumi entua ne fees ne lawyer se ne omutumi e dey fight the case wo family court o say 1 year no ewu na wo de ne nsem akoto a friend say tribunal no animu biem na de omuni say family court asem no so abawiye na ba no o ma no direct contact o ma no indirect obetumi atro letter e de ama ne ba no via email and after so be recorded videos na obusa say sisi a war train ne 1 year newu na war train immigration court say wo mu de verdict meba obusa say any hope bia e wo na asemi mu ana
it's as some way there I feel sorry for Onono in terms of the fact that because of the fact that sometimes ebimudren say in krata na omo ma it is gold. It's say when treated omo with the utmost should I say care na omo to me aje from them. It is sad that something like that will have to happen because of the fact that onya nkrata every ne yere no ho. When it comes to child arrangement orders, into on the case no, or like I say, because of the fact that on ne yere no, on time ebetete yaninti, or the case the court say your way to me any contact with nebano. We'll share your immigration rules in regards to Appendix FM and the parents' roots now. It says, oh, yeah, application on the parents' roots. And so we'll share, oh, active role, we play wakolane knife nim. In this active role, no, it means that they have to be able to show that they have some form of direct contact with akolano. And then under the Home Office policy and as some more guidance, no, it gives examples as to what that active role will pertain to. And see, it is not just email and answer, it is not just writing to akolano via text message. So automate say, ampa onne akolano omushia, ebia okofane free school, and answer ebia omame mahokwanya now akofa akolano, I spend the time with him or her.
But here is the case, on any case, no court, they
say, yeah.
Because there was a finding, a church said there was an abuser towards the mother, but not towards the child.
The child. In Ekobane Sadia, then it means that on to me and you so court order no for the purposes of his immigration case. Let's also remember, say, when it comes to family court cases, it is not an obligation on you to be able to give that to the immigration case workers in regards to your immigration case. And see, there was a case back in 2018, Eka said, before Ubema, another party which is not part of the proceedings with the family court, no, order, no, you have to seek permission from the court. And see, so Ode will court order crampo case workers now motion with immigration crampo now. You have to seek the permission of the court before they even can consider that court order. No, and so unfortunately in his case, no, he cannot use that order because order no man of indirect contact with Nebano. But Ebane say when it comes to ne ex-partner no, so no. Ebe to me at now, I can say, I'm part the Amaya, no, Abi, my ye, nice, me say, mean to me, and ye, into my pouch of family, bonnet, na yen shall save you. Then, of course, he can go back to that to be able to reconcile and then continue with the immigration application. But as to indirect contact, unfortunately, no, on to me,
it's not enough.
There be enough.
Let's just say, Anyadia Obinyan Krata, no, you bet me a deportino, a bit me remove no, Amanako, even do or a ye neba ewa.
In some way to me, a refusing the application because on the ban any direct contact. Into no sano, on where say you don't meet the relationship requirements in saying, yeah, dear, you bet to me day and Kratano amount.
Wow. Anyway, Uguswa Wuti, a year. Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. Yeni lawyer Eunice, BWF Solicitors for Ewa. Yankobo eye audio no amount for the abreye no na lawyer enyi ano.
Yeah, good morning, lawyer. Good morning, lawyer Ren. Epacho, maybe sa question ba kwama Madam Fubako. Epacho, no what 10 years route no so. Na Australia to call 5 years route no so. Na I can't bear 5 months. And anytime I was finished, I could renew. Now, on the missile, be your pay 6 months. Now, we plow with you, we plow with you in this Siano, on your maybe or sick leave, doctor man sick leave. And Tina will be say, and no, be affected, no. Say in case that's when to my age, 6 months, be affected now. Almost 100 to 10 years root no shana by Bisamano. That's it.
No, and that's in ho.
Yeah, Mpachona me kaka who say also a parent root or parent root. That's it.
You lawyer.
Okay. In regards to the application now, opesa oye on the 5-year route, no. They be you can say opesa oye application based on either the parents' route and also the partner route. Now opesa switch it 5-year route as well. You have to be able to meet all of the requirements now. Church no appendix FM so. On the case no or kase we pray we dwuma on to me enye dwuma aka ne 6 months ne nkrata no ebegu so we pray we dwuma na it is something that is let's say indefinite and we pray on to me enye dwuma biom enya ade a obetumi aye dwuma wo hono biom. Then obviously we are saying that this is something that is going to go on for a very long time. In no sano say when to me emiti maintenance requirements crampona unim say almost the 2.5 no ever man on the 10-year route. But say we pra na ebia for one reason or the other no on to me and stress ebia wa yejuma for 6 months. It is not a requirement under the maintenance requirement say so 6 months no. It is usually for spouses and I almost to me I say you have to be able to show specified evidence for 6 months bank statements and I said 6 months pay slip. Over to me meet financial requirements no. But for maintenance as long as you are able to show say we seek na no at least a bit to me meet income support rates na omodema mame for ne papa for na omwamba ewo krom ha no, then they would be able to grant you further leave to remain based on even 1 month and I say 2 months pay slip because I no sano say we will rent a free so we will cancel tax a free na we share usika na akano should be equal to sa income support rate omodema nkola ene omo parents omo ekrom ha nti sa na eno no tie
Joe lawyer obi question or there via a WhatsApp here. Good morning, lawyer Eunice. Please, what should I do? My application reference number does not match on home office system.
Okay, usually I'm guessing say ABA or koye biometrics and the reference number now dear Ashim no is not tallying with what is on the application. If it is to do with biometric appointments, then they can phone the UK VCAS Center no, to tell them say they have tried to book an appointment on their system, but unfortunately no, na because number na ewo application also was not tallying with almost system ninti to me and logging in and booking UK VCAS for no ever to me abwa in terms of no, and then hopefully they should be able to go on and then book the appointment for their biometric. Yeah.
Joe lawyer, we the yanko ya semino eswo. Na me busa se efa molestation ho nsemo a yedi ho nkomo yi. Will the court order last? Court order no ebe last do bosomi ana say mfie do say.
Yes, when it comes to non-molestation orders, no. For instance, like I was saying, say if the other person was given the order without notice, into not onim hushe, and I had the order no, abemano say in regards to sa Adiana we de ye mameno, and I say Adiana o de ye kununa, and I say we expert now. That is regards to this court order. And usually would say something like this non-molestation order is to prohibit who is the expert nano from coming near this person, from harassing them, from physically abusing them, whatever obviously mameno and Nasa Papano has stated in their form, any almost statement of case, no, the court would make sure to state all of those things within the court order, and then they will make sure say say if it is the case said sending pana or yeah without notice and as a respondent now went to me any whole timer and as I went to me any part of the proceedings in regards to the molestation no has been given the order no, they will be able to then say okay say of course order way about ABA for 1 year into 1 year we say Mejidi said standing power they are all kind no na no Caribbean nim obwa almost so able to me I a counterclaim in regards to non-molestation order na abano if for one reason or the other no it was done with notice into ABA court no I'm finding facts of findings who say I'm padia nipa we eka no no cre bibia wachre mu bia no echre sense nipa no ampa or yes yaka die no into yes make it 2 years or even a bit longer. It is very rare for them to give an indefinite period to a non-molestation order. I've only seen one case, which was in 2000, where omoma an indefinite period to the non-molestation order. But usually, no, some of them it will usually be for a year if it's without notice. And then if there are cases where San Pano was part of the proceedings, no, it could be for 2 years or more, depending on the actual severity of child molestation now, and then in some cases, they may also apply for a non-occupation order as well. And see, no sano, then you are also saying, say, courts no ensure because you have more evidence to provide them in terms of their costono. So in most cases, if it's ex parte, they will give a 1 year order so that Sani panel will not be able to do the things that we have said all year. And if for any reason Nipano breaches sa order no, let's say Yamano order no, Nesaka Obianim said he has been served with the order. And also Ejidi said he wasn't part of the proceedings into and also able to me abeyedia or opebia. If that person is found to be in breach of that order, no, according to Section 42 of the Family Law Act, no, they also can be held to be, a criminal to be in, to be breach of that order. Into, let's say, Sanipano, or buy no, or Bakacho say, I didn't know one man is that court order way, why ya open name. Wakache Nkolana say omumbra omu here omumame and he's all saying all sort of things and I say it can be the other way around saying okay no if that happens and it is reported let's say it's a police for no aba omu who says I did not AC then that applicant can go back to the court and say Sanipa we breach order no one year dia mokam order nim in sim pamcho bebre Munya bibi emfa home. That person, of course, can then get a criminal offense in regards to order no, and then it can be that they will be fined. So if it was serious enough, where maybe there has been some sort of physical assault, and I say bibi sana, then that person can also be imprisoned for that offense na omo akometeno. And say it can either be a fine or it can either be that they will be imprisoned for that offense. But we also have to pay attention to the fact that it is something that the court takes seriously. And see, so master order no crampona, you have to comply with it and not say because ABI you were not party to it. And see, so.
Yo, lawyer. Now, lawyer, any day maybe say update kakra wo na yemfa your time in intino. Now you and wrap it up.
Patricio, it's a few updates. Now my colleague Miss Annie Akofioso and so I'm a brief summary of their no. In terms of last week I Boston say in terms of Christmas and say next month bring eba into government no aka say in regards to your seasonal workers that ye were amanone and I say within the EU no ebimuba to help with the harvesting of crops, any poultry, which is your turkey, any and so they are giving those seasonal workers from the period of the 18th of October up to 31st December 2022. Saying almost so almost to me abe juma for 6 months, and whilst here I don't know 6 months per to me and switch it to any other route. Into almost that period now almost to me aba na abua with ye harvesting any ye taking na year na at least as many people as possible will be able to buy from the shops inyama here for more Christmas dinner ne lunch ne de keka hono into and also aba for that period of time into say oh yeah farmer and I say oh yeah obia uhia those seasonal workers ewo farm so to me abua with the harvesting and with the poultry. Then of course I would say take advantage of this. We need license over to me apply for the government sponsor license within this time period. They also have the priority service. So yes, application for sponsor license and then you can also sponsor Obi to come to the UK as a seasonal worker during this period of time. And I know, sir, we now have a new government in place into Richie Sunak, a Prime Minister, or the Suella Braverman, as I am back as Home Secretary. Into I know there has been a lot in terms of almost ever UK in search of a new life because of the fact that baby free no inyama esisi ho a to me entna hobium eno na yefra asylum seekers into news I am with news about the conditions in which asylum seekers no because I'm sure government who said they are not able to accommodate them adequately. And see, they have put them.
Lawyer, where the MS time now so there, but my main fact cause be 5 be where my main fact just one. Na nipa na no so busa a question WhatsApp no busa say what content of letter from employee I will be to me in the year a free Ghana aba. Kwa humano so na yemfa quickly. Your time now so there, but we will try best. Na me say the next show adwasa will pardon us na etimi afane mreka kakra. Hello caller, good morning. But your question man in tiawa.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Lawyer William. Meaning some actually the more function. A quick one. May you indefinite in the card no so much also bad by 2024. And I don't know what to do. So the expire card and I expire and then beam there, even though they are indefinitely to remain. Okay.
And see, most cards, biometric cards are more years to say they have written the 31st of December 2024 as expiry date. And also, governments Edikai say from that date they will now make things digital. And so we share letter na card no. They have stated said the reason the entire card time is because they are going to digitize most of our immigration status and see after that the date they will not necessarily need that biometric card That is why they have made the expiry to be 31st December 2024. Oh. And then I'm sure that as the time goes and the date draws closer, Home Office Fund also will also make provision for us to know how this will also take place. Saying yes, to me, able to just say this is how it's going to happen. Don't worry, because everything has now been digitized and you don't even need the card to be able to travel.
Wait, your time into no lawyer, Fatia me press kakra. Course no so bad neighbor, na mesre mo a. Yem fa ba ko Facebook. My cousin has a settled status obtained in 2020 January, and the status expires 2024. But he believes he qualified for a settled status as she has a continuous residence. He has applied for settled status in October this year, but the decision not received as there is a major delay in the Home Office. He wants to travel in April next year. Question is, can he travel whilst the application is pending? Na afensu bi so person ko fa na yiri every Ghana eba. Content of lawyer a letter na DNA so the tumu.
That's another Bob. See, in regards to Obia or per se or kofa na yere. Sorry. Also na yere apply for a pre-settled. And as a settled status is here. Into or person who say obetumi to kwan na. Unfortunately, say Nigeria, Evia ne card na or no say or can say every 2024. Now I hear application for settled status or say or who say obetumi to kwan. As long as they haven't made a decision on your application, no, you can say obetumi to kwan. With EU phone, the good thing about almost applications, they say. When they make the applications, the same biometric card now you see, they can continue using it even after a decision has been made on their application. And so almost a new card via Ember. What they usually do is that they let them continue using that same card. And so with the card, they will continue to use it until ebewu ansana almost akasa almost esisano. So that's the good thing about EU phone. And so the card that he has will still be valid as long as it has not expired. And then in regards to
letter no.
Yes, letter no for the employer no. As long as that letter is stating the name of the employee, the role they have, whether it is permanent or it is a temporary role, the amount of money per hour and per annum, and then it will also have to have the contact details of employer and also on the letter.
Joe, lawyer, and young corner, Emma, a colleague no, embremuna, yen wrap it up.
Okay, so we can know patso kasanum in Simema Annie, Ache, dear, ye kind as a summary of dear. Inti mema no aka bibi kakra at least 2 or 3 minutes. Meaning say your time no echo. Inti mema ni akwenja na with me aka bibi kakra. Inti anamidase.
Thank you.
Over to you, Annie.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to provide a short summary since we have run out of time. So what is a molestation order? It basically prevents an abuser from harming or threatening to harm a victim or their child. So this means that a molestation order can, for example, state that the abuser should not be violent, that they should not contact the victim, or that they should not visit the victim's workplace. Now, victims of domestic abuse can apply for such an order, and it can last up to a year. And as lawyer Eunice said, it doesn't happen very often that it can be granted for an indefinite period. So such an order can be applied to spouses, civil partners, fiancés, and family members. Now, I'm moving on to how you can apply for a non-molestation order. So you have to fill out Form FL401, which can be found on the Ministry of Justice website. And the form is quite lengthy, it's 22 pages long, and it is divided into different sections. So for example, it allows the victim to give their personal details. So for example, what their date of birth is, their full name, address, email. And it is also important to note that if the victim does not want to disclose this information for their safety, they can leave this section of the form blank and they can fill out Form C8. The form also asks questions about the abuse's details, and it also asks questions about the relationship. Now on to how much it costs. There is no court fee for molestation orders, which is absolutely amazing. And the form has to be accompanied by a witness statement, which the victim can write themselves, or they can use a template which can be found in form FL401T. And again, this form just asks questions about the history of the relationship, when it started, what type of abuse the victim is going through, whether it's sexual, verbal, financial, etc. And it also allows the victim to provide details about the most recent abuse, the worst abuse, and the first abuse. And there is a statement of truth at the end which the victim has to sign. Now, I'm just quickly wrapping up. Lawyer Eunice also mentioned that the order can be granted without the abuser knowing if there is risk that the abuser will harm the victim, and if the abuser breaches this order, they can be fined or imprisoned. So this just goes to show how very effective non-molestation orders are in protecting people who are domestically abused. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lawyer Eunice and Annie. Your time, you're very pressed. I know pay you better when you know ase se mutie Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. Yede BWF Solicitors and a train come. Lawyer Eunice, I know pay you better ase.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner, with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community, is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.